Okay, it's Ray. I want to speak again today about the fallacies and fuckery of the ivory with its irony. It does not matter how many studies I speak on, mention, point you in the direction to, or actually post. It does not matter how many facts of history and present political fuckery that we actually deal with that white people don't. It does not matter how I give them to you, if I give them to you at all, if I yell, if I scream, if I cuss, if I fuss, if I don't. This is why when white people come to my page, I don't even speak to y'all unless it's to cuss you the fuck out. Because you're not here because you actually give a fuck about systematic racism, or you wouldn't be here in the first place, talking shit. You don't give a shit about it. You help it along, the genocide that, yes, people like me are bitter, angry, whatever about, because you don't have to deal with the same bullshit that we do. You never have. And that is why you will claim, well, the Irish were slaves. No, the Irish were not slaves here in America. Take that shit to the UK. Y'all were indentured servitude motherfuckers. It was bullshit. A lot of people died doing that, but it was temporary. It's not the fucking same. Period. And then, as I've mentioned several times, the Irish are the ones who destroyed Detroit and other cities out of jealousy because, during Black Wall Street, jealousy, because black folks did what people didn't believe they were capable of doing. They flooded the police force. The majority of the racist pieces of shit, trash, are Irish people in America. Period. There's plenty of people out there, plenty of blogs and stuff by Irish Americans who mention their racist family members who happen to be cops and drop the N-bomb on a regular basis. Y'all don't care. You will see all these shitty-ass people, police officers, racists, and then see them all as one person amongst all of y'all. You will come to my page and claim, this is why y'all go through this, because I am us. We are all like me. We are all the problem. Because you are incapable of seeing your racism, I am incapable of seeing you as people. Therefore, I do not treat you with respect like I would anyone else on the street. Period. No matter how many times you come to me and say, this is my fault, this is why y'all are doing this is why y'all go through this, and I hope this happens, and da-da-da-da. Bitch, it's already happening. You don't get to tell a victim, this is why you get raped. Look at how you're dressed. Look at how you're acting. Look at this. No. You're trying to cover up and ignore the issue because you don't want to face it and see what role you are playing in it yourself. It is not our faults. It's not. There's nothing that you can say or do to make it our faults. Every generation has its revolts and uprisings as a result of police officers and other people shooting down and lynching black people and then blaming them for it. The reaction that you get, the response that you get is not enough to say this is why we did this and do this, because it's already happened over and over, repeatedly. You don't get to do that. I'm not going to take anyone serious that comes with the same bullshit to my page. Y'all say the same bullshit as your ancestors did during slavery and during segregation. And then you expect people to believe that you saying it now means that you're nothing like them and that you're actually right for once, when 30 years down the line, we're still going to be correct, just like the people back then. You're still going to be wrong, just like your people back then. And then you're going to see us as people finally, and then you're going to be watching movies just like you do with MLK and slavery. But you're not going to get it until it's too late and you finally have a chance to calm your stupid ass down and see it for what it is. You people are the problem. My people are the victim. We will lash out or go hide under a rug or take on your mindset and say the same stupid shit that you do just as coping mechanisms. We're not all the same. We're not all going to react the same. Just like all the racist people out there, not everyone had owned slaves. Not everyone started the riots. But all of y'all are sitting here overlooking it and justifying it, or not saying shit, or just saying, oh, that's unfortunate, and doing nothing about it. You're still part of systemic and systematic racism. You're still voting these people into office that are still doing the same shit. You people are the problem. No amount of calling me niggers or black bitches or monkeys or ignorant or stupid or uneducated or telling me to go research what you have not researched yourself is going to change the fact that I am correct and you are not. You are genocidal. I am logically upset. Every person of color, the Africans, the Asians here, the Mexicans, the indigenous population, everyone has a legitimate reason to hate Europeans, period. And this whole brainwashing of our minds with church and forgiveness, while you continue to do the same shit to us on a regular basis, is not going to change the fact either. You're going to look for these brainwashed people of color to say, oh, we should forgive and forget, or it's not all of them. That's not going to change the fact that it is. You're doing nothing. If you're not anti-racist, if you're not out there trying to make a change, make a difference, you are part of the fucking problem and you're racist. It's very simple. But unfortunately, so are your minds. I can post links to every fucking thing I say, and I have on several videos. That's why y'all don't come with information to try to argue with me. You have nothing but the same shit you are told regularly on Fox fucking News. You're brainless. You're brain dead. You're following nonstop just like your ancestors. Sorry, I know more about this than y'all. I live it. You do nothing but sit there and watch and judge. We can only hope next generation, your grandkids, are niggers and wetbacks and chinks and zipperheads. So you can sit there and watch the people that you love that are helpless go through every fucking thing that everyone tried to warn you about and tell you about that you overlooked and justified. Because if there's anybody who justifies killing children more than anybody else in this country, it is white people. Well, they shouldn't have been wearing this, or their parents shouldn't have been smoking weed. Well, maybe their parents shouldn't have done it. Well, it was an accident. Y'all are disgusting. There's no way around it. Saying not all of us is not going to change that. You're a very sick and mentally disturbed group of individuals, and being the majority and having control over the media is not going to change that. It's only going to change the view that other people are given. You can change everybody's view of black people and make them view us as everything that you are, and it's not going to change the fact that we're still some of the best people, the smartest people, the strongest people that you'll ever meet. But you box us all in, claim we're all the same. Not understanding, you are exactly that. You put yourself in a box, not me. And another thing, a lot of white people are not as stupid as the people who believe the bullshit coming out of their mouth. They're just going with the flow because they know if systematic racism ends, they'll start dying off. You have to lie because your life depends on it. If it was not for racism and its laws here in America, this country would not even exist anymore. Systematic racism is responsible for mass incarceration. The prisoners make the majority of the military equipment. Systematic racism is why so many minorities are having no choice but to go to the military because there's not a lot of job offers or availability. Period. Without black, red, brown people in this country, there would be nothing left. Our genocide is the only thing that is putting money in the hands of the top percent that's still watching poor white people do their dirty work for them, police officers. Without us, you are nothing. We are your gods. There's no way around that. Go look up the main source of revenue for America. Entertainment. Who are the most athletic people? The most entertaining musically? War, mass incarceration, media. So that's us. That's all. Have you ever listened to white people's music before they started to mix in? Gosh, your music is worse than your fucking rhythm and your dancing. Praise us. You basically do when you follow us around all the goddamn time waiting to see what the fuck we do so you can try to steal it.